Didn't I strictly tell you never to look into a mirror? Do you think only the mirror you hold counts? Had it not been for me, you would already be a man of the underworld. Yungil mutters to himself, gazing into the distance for no apparent reason. Such spells are nothing to fear if one is fully alert. What an astonishing response. According to the old peeper, the woodsman is no longer of this world. What do you plan on doing now? His Majesty ordered me to resolve the case and apprehend any culprits. It is clear that Hyang Rang, the Lady Centipede, feeding is the culprit, and it's time to correct the law of this land. Your ambition is commendable, but in your current state, you won't last a day in this cave. This cave has hundreds of forks, and every newcomer inevitably loses their way. Ha! I never once lost my way, even in hundreds of miles of forest. That's absurd. Yes, and the woodsman perhaps thought the same. Let me create a path for you with this magic string. Heat this path, and it will lead directly to the centipede's hideout. Ham Daerung pulls out a blue thread from the pouch and shakes it, instantly turning into a bridge spanning the chasm. Now, sir, trust in me and step onto the thread. Yungil cautiously extends his foot toward the thread-made bridge, but hesitates momentarily before retracting his foot and turning back. Sir, you must not go that way. How can I trust a demon like yourself? For all I know, you could be planning to push me off this cliff. Han Daerung rattles her tongue in frustration. You are indeed stubborn human, and tiresome. Is it ranged? I have no idea. Yep, it is ranged. Of course it is. Why not? So, this guy leaps at you, much like the other guy. He also has a, some sort of attack to basically use at you as range. So he's got a movement block. He probably did that on me, but whatever. The Shaman Mudleaper. I'll note by those little messages, like, they go a little bit too fast, and I can't really read them because they're not basically, like, left over or anything like that. I mean, it's great for probably, like, YouTubers, they can basically, like, read it, but not really good for me. Okay, I'm injured here a little bit, but whatever. Whoops, I waited there. That Shaman Mudleaper keeps summoning a swarm of frogs. So yeah, it's basically summoning legion of stuff for me to fight. I'm able to move while being bound. So I got bound here. Ankle grabbed. Great, more guys. And of course this guy's got some sort of ability. Battle Dressed Worm. Performs an attack that destroys armor. And he's got a Vampiric spell as well. You know, I don't like the fact that you can basically like use that like over and over like that. I'm gonna sell that. Finally killed that guy. He hurt quite a bit. There's the alcohol I need. Are they able to sort of like, you know, track you by the way? Because if so, that's really annoying. It'd be nice if I could see, like, you know, what the abilities based on them are doing. I think it's like bleed and, like, you know, something else, but whatever. Hello. I'll note the telegraphing is nice, by the way, but it would be nice if I could, like, you know, see a little bit more quicker. Hello. Oh, he jumped at me there. I'll note this, like, melee ability is not that useful just yet, but it might get more useful later on when there's, like, stuff surrounding me. Abyssal Blade. Physical accuracy goes down, but damage goes up. Magic accuracy goes up. Magic damage goes up. Speed goes down. Recommendation, common ability increased, good to equip. I'm going to say no, though, because it doesn't really increase when you really need it to. Down he went, finally. I may want to get more accuracy, by the way. And yeah, this doesn't seem to be doing much for me, by the way. I don't think anything's gonna really fear from me, so... The Yipto. Physical damage goes up, everything else goes massively down. I'll probably need like a better weapon for the boss, but I mean, we're not quite there yet. I'm going to continue exploring down here a little bit. Nothing this way. Big Dipper Knife. So physical actually goes down, damage goes down, everything goes up. But that's all I need. Hello. Nice. Got him. Got a rare hat. Physical damage and speed go up. Armor and HP go down. I do like the speed and defense, but I think I'll need the HP, so... Hello. He knows I'm around. Legendary hat. So physical defense and magic defense go up, speed goes up. Do I dare get this? This is like really nice for magical defense and like regular defense and speed. I'll hope for something better to pop up, I think, so we'll take it. Dagger Hurl. Deals physical damage twice to distant targets, so a range ability. I mean, sure, we'll learn it for now. There's one remaining box left, by the way, so... Down you go. Not sure why I'm using those abilities, but okay. Wow, those guys hurt. I'm wasting movement here. There's only 3 enemies left, but... I'm getting spent. Bang bang. One guy left. Mythic Tool. So, physical accuracy is just no good for me. It's a first spellcaster, right? So, I'm not really spellcasting this character as a thing, right? Alright, enemies are defeated. I want the HP to sort of like, you know, continue on, so we'll risk this. We'll find out what the hunger clock does later. Not just yet. Alright, Scruff Seas. When you common attack misses, debuff a target. Not bad. Grand Sawtooth permanently increases physical damage and magic damage by 3, but increases the duration of all bleeding effects on you by inflict by 3. Oh! It decreases my damage but increases my bleeding effects. When your magic skills hit, 20% chance of sleep. I kind of like being able to hit stuff, so Scruff Seas sounds really nice. Alright, the Swarm of Centipedes. After targeting an enemy, press T to view their detailed info. Learning all about Chieftain's critical weaknesses. Emerging from a web-like cave and endless labyrinth of cave passages. Alright. Emerging from a web-like cave and endless labyrinth of cave passages and folds before them. I didn't say that great, but whatever. Discontented. Ham the wrong stops Yunggil. Though we are not friends, have we not overcome several crises together? For what reason do you distrust me? Regrettably, Yunggil's lips remain sealed, showing no intention of opening. Please speak frankly, what stops you? My family comes from a small village on the outskirts of Pyongon. And nearing the mountains, there reside a great spirit demon. We offer up pigs and chickens every month, praying for peace in the village and a good yearly harvest. When I was merely a child, one day the spirit demon became enraged. It went rampant and half the village was maimed during the spree. The other half was killed outright. I've seen with my own eyes what ungrateful acts demons can commit. How can I trust any of you? Ham the wrong remains silent, obviously finding it difficult to respond. I'm truly sorry for your tragic experience. But just as there are all kinds of humans, please understand that there are also demons who know gratitude. Why are you, a stranger to me, offering help? Might you hide your ulterior motive? Then, with a hint of anxiety, Ham Dae-rong finally speaks, her tongue darting out quickly before she manages to open her mouth. Since you have opened up to me, I will also speak frankly. The orb you found in the lake a few days ago is actually mine, a treasure which I lost. I am in fact an Mangui, a fledgling dragon, and I have pursued my studies for ascension for 1,000 years. But I lost my treasure orb after being tricked by the Peeper Elder, and it fell into the lake. So there's a misspelling right there, whatever. I require the orb and a final act of virtue before I can fully ascend. You are more foolish than you look, creature. If it was yours to begin with, why didn't you take the orb from me by force? One must perform 1,000 years of ascetic practices and accumulate 10,000 acts of great virtue to ascend to heavens. How could I possibly take it by force? It would be a sinful act. At those words, Yunggil too falls into a momentary contemplation. Let me make a proposal. If you help me with my mission, I will gladly hand over this orb to you. By helping me, wouldn't you also be able to complete your final act of virtue and then ascend to the heavens? That is indeed a welcome suggestion. Thus, Ham De Rong agrees to join the journey. Do I get a buff from that or something? Alright, where are you? There's the merchant. So I can get 10 in Slash. That's the main skill. Vampiric Drain, that's a passive skill. Or Ritual Rhythms. When your combat attack misses, 50% chance to recover HP. That wouldn't be too bad for me to get. And Vampiric Drain. When your combat attack hits, 20% chance to recover HP. Also good. I kind of want both of those, so... we're gonna get that one first. And try and buy the other one. Good, I can select you. That's a miss. No money from them, unfortunately. Another hat. So this gives me more defense at a cost of maximum defense, and it gives me speed. I'll take it, why not? Oh, you got a ranged attack. As do I. Damn it, he saw me. As does the guy. Nice, I hit him. Double hit. Got them both. Nothing yet. Well, we're taking that because it's better than what I currently got. Did they both see me? You locked me down. I think he's running away. The healing is annoying. Finally. Wound Twist. Enhances lacerations, greatly increases bleeding, so it gets more damage. Indomitable Stance is basically for that, so basically get more, like, you know, buffs from it. Or Blood Leech. Enhances Blood Harvest, increases physical damage by a little bit, and impairs HP more. Let's get that. And you jump next to me. Everything's beating the crap out of me here, which is annoying. Hopefully there's some alcohol around for me to consume somewhere. Hello, there's a merchant down there. I got money, so I can go down to you, I guess. Get that ability. No. Die. More peoples. There's the alcohol I want. There it is right there. Double kill. Fine, I'll get it right now. Good to sell. We died. There's a centipede showing their cells. So he's sturdy. Whoops, I let himself hit me there. Ah, I see, the skullmies are terrified. So that's what the skull's all about. Brigadine. More HP, more armor, less magic defense, less speed. Yeah, I think I want that just because it gives me so much HP. Easy come, easy go, I guess. Of course you do that. There's a chest up there. We're gonna go down this way first. Down he goes. Hurry for vampiric drain. Two enemies are left somewhere. Deals magic damage to a target and all enemies from 8 tiles of a target causing bleeding. I'm gonna sell that. Another one of these guys. So Warden Wraith, that's what these guys basically are. They have high defense, so they're basically like, you know, able to sort of like dodge me. But they're weak to magic, which is what I don't have. They perform, you know, attacks at range. Finally got him. Let's get more speed. One box left and that's it. Alright, so he's done here. This is good to sell. I like how the merchant popped up once you defeat everything. Cruel Delight. Permanently increases your maximum HP by 6. When your physical skills hit, 20% chance to recover HP. Armor Slam. When you charge skills hit, deal additional damage equal to armor of your target. Or persisting edge, when HP is 6% or higher, gain a buff. Crude Light sounds nice because I'm probably losing lots of HP against the boss. The final peak, the Lady Macabre's dance. If they defeat the merchant, we've already seen that, so whatever. The damp cavern resounds with the scuttling of insects echoing through the corridors. A grand courtyard comes into view ahead. Gil instinctively senses that this place is the inner sanctum of the Lady Centipede's labyrinth. Be cautious of any traps that the insect fiend might have laid. Rang often lays her eggs around this area, from which centipedes are ceaselessly born. If we do not quickly destroy the eggs first, we will undoubtedly be surrounded by centipedes in the blink of an eye. Good call, I'll bear that in mind. Gil looks tense, straightens his clothes, and adjusts his hat. So some alcohol up there. And a chest. The all-seeing mirror. So it's good to equip, gives me magic accuracy damage and physical damage. Alcohol if I need it, but I don't need it just yet. So that counts as a critical. Just hit you in the face right there. Didn't need to do that, but whatever. Did anyways. There's one of those guys again. Is that a voice I hear? Thank the heavens. Good seer, I've been lost in this cave for 3 days and nights, hiding here. Please help me. To think there's someone here in such a deep cave. Are you who you say you are? Oh, what a disappointing thing to say. Look at me. I'm a pair of eyes, a pair of ears, a pair of arms, and a pair of legs, and no tail. What else would I be if not human? I cannot move because of one of my legs is injured. Come closer, see for yourself. Look at her immaculate powder and her unwrinkled clothes. These are too neat for someone who says she's been wandering for 3 days. Luring prey like this is exact behavior of the cursed centipede. She must indeed be Rang. If this is true, shame on you, demon, for luring innocent to their deaths. Judging by your appearance, you're no ordinary folks, nor any dimwits either. A noxious fog billows forth in the cave, and from within emerges a giant crimson centipede, waving its antennae menacingly. Now, who do we have here? I'm Gil, a royal investigator, here to look into strange disappearances. Speak, is it true that you are the one who lures innocents to devour them? If one is hungry, it is not natural to want to eat fruits and eat fresh meat. Who are you to judge nature's course? How dare a mere fiend like yourself discuss the natural order? Do you not know that in the human world, eating humans is a grave crime? I speak to you loud and clear, criminal. The Great Ming Code states the act of taking another life through murder, especially premeditated murder, is punishable by its most severe penalty, death by beheading. Having committed numerous murders to satisfy your selfish desires, you are sentenced to this punished. As a criminal, you will be transported to the Magistrate's office to undergo free trials. By the order of His Majesty, I shall tie you with this rope. Utterly amused, Rang crackles heartily, clutching her sides for a good while. Kahaha, your words are laughable. Born in a cave and having never seen an ounce of human kindness in over 107 years, why should I heed a mortal king's commands? Hold your tongue, wretch. Know that the flowing waters and abundant harvests across the land of Joseon are all thanks to His Majesty's benevolence. How dare you mock Majesty? Listening to you, it seems you're right. There's nothing as delectable as tender pink flesh of humans. With humans everywhere, I've never gone hungry. The foolish woodsman came to the cave on his own, so isn't this all thanks to your lord? Gihehe. You scoundrel. You dare insult His Majesty and mock the victims? You sealed your fate. The law will tear you limb from limb and drag you away like a Mongol. Alright, well, she's in a, you know, she's gonna come down at me, I guess. I want to save my stuff here. There's a cocoon she's trying to summon. Cool, we killed those both. She's got a lot to go through, so this will be fun, but whatever. Let's do that. I'm going to burn alive by the spell, apparently. That's annoying. Now, she causes bleeding, right? So I have to watch out for that. Down you go, finally. I missed. I got a sneak attack there. Let's do that. Okay, you're feared of me. Perfect time to do that, I think. A bit more damage from that. More damage from that. She's going down pretty fast, at least. Oh! I think she's basically turning into something else. Harangue Rang, Lady Centipede. For a chieftain, the duration of sleep sphere stun effects is reduced by 50%. This giant centipede eats her own eggs to recover HP, so I want to basically stop her from doing that. Before my attack destroys armor and all that stuff, so... we'll do that. And that. That's one big centipede, and it's from eating its own eggs. Let's do this, and a bit of this. Get rid of that. He's almost down. What say you now? Do you dare to resist the law? You will be bound and transported to the magistrate's office to face the judgment of the court. Halt. Is the great spectral investigator making threats on unstable grounds? What trick is this creature trying to play now? Do you have any evidence that I was behind the Woodson's death? You see neither his body nor his belongings here. Even if there were, are there any witnesses who saw me and him? Poor innocent me, being wrongfully punished for the sake of your own achievements. If you have something to say, say it now. Your deceitful tongue lashes out in desperation because your life is in danger. Sir, you must not be swayed by its words. Bind the creature and cut out its tongue. Yungil pauses for a moment, contemplating, then raises his sword and shouts aloud. It would be proper to execute you here and now for your heinous crimes, but His Majesty is ordered to clarify the case and bring back the culprits. I will bind you myself after securing evidence and find witnesses to kill the case. Your sly tricks won't work then. Kihihi, the attention is flattering. Come by with your little prizes then. I'll be waiting right here. Complete the Lady Macro's dance as the warrior. So there we go, we beat it. And she's defeated. Took me an hour and 20 minutes, that's fine. The item above has been unlocked. You may discover it as you continue the story. So, Bear Stance plus your stats, Bulwark Bash. When your combat attacks hits, 20% chance to deal additional damage equal to your armor. So this has got some really elements to it where you basically unlock stuff, but I guess we can still win, like, you know, with the basic stuff we have here, so that's fine. Now I could start the next story, but let's return to the lobby. And yeah, you can go to, like, you know, the hunt for the red pelt here if I want to, but we'll do it another time. That was Mangui's, like, you know, first little book there. I'll try and show them all off, but for now, take care.